Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Tony Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. I just started my video from yesterday. A lot of buffering going on right now. Let me just go back and see if it's on right now. But I had a lot of buffering going on. It's still going on. So let me just start my show. This video will be on YouTube. I also noticed that I did it last night. I was in a hurry. So I also noticed that I had the date wrong. I had January instead of September. But the video will soon be up. It's up already on YouTube. You can go out and check it out. But I will take it down to correct the date. I just noticed it. Hurry, bus trousers. That's what happens. So good morning. Let me just get my lesson and we can veer off into other things. Okay. My topic for this morning are ritualistic killings in elections in Liberia. 2, the leaders, men and women. 3, no rest for the struggle. Now, since last week, it has been becoming more public of how people are being killed in Liberia. I mean, it is just blatant. And it has to cease and desist. We can't continue as a nation like this. Yes, in the past, we had ritualistic killings, but they were not as prevalent and blatant as they are today. I mean, you can't take the taxi, you can't ride the bike. People trying to kill you. This is crazy. It is crazy. And it always happens during elections because people want power. Now, we got a general election coming in 2023. We got by-election coming. People killing for that. After that, then they're going to start killing for the general election. So how many souls will be lost in our country in this administration alone? How many souls? I mean, it's a continual stuff. Every morning we wake up somebody dead, somebody in the street. And when the police cannot account, nor report, nor properly investigate these crimes, they persist. People see it as a way to do it continually. So that is an indication, a clear indication and depiction that the police involved in the killing. The officials of government involved in the killing. Our country is not safe. How when people come back home? You are telling people to come back home. We're living in a civilized nation where at least we got police, where at least you can protect yourself. In Liberia, you're vulnerable. You can't carry a gun. Only the criminals carry guns now. Look at it, just shot Ben Bayon. Yeah, Bayon. The secretary general for the LPL. They just shot the man. There was another shooting the other day. I thought nobody's supposed to have gun in the country. Now all of a sudden, all this shooting going on. How do people getting weapons? So here we go again. We're going back into the violence. We're going back. We've already been in lawlessness. Now we're just adding the violence to it. We've already been there, but we're just making them more exposed, more pronounced. And this is killing us. This is killing us. But we can't continue this. Our nation and people cannot continue like this. It's harmful to us. It doesn't promote our democracy. It doesn't promote peace and stability. It doesn't promote anything good among us. So all of these things pose a hindrance to our progress and advancement, to our living as a people and as a nation. So here we go again with the same 6 and 7. But excuse me, I gotta hear this girl play. Let me start my show the right way. Thank you. Just a few minutes, and we'll be back.
Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight. The broken, the unspoken, we can't heal if the road is open. If it's not when the lonely pain and lies I kept a secret to gain for their own benefit. Strong, be brave. You're too it's time. We are here. We know the spirit of fear. We know gain for their own benefit. Be strong, be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. Yes, we will. Liberia, we can't give up. Turn their backs on us. Liberia, we can't give up. Liberia, we can't give up. Sing it louder. Turn their backs on us. Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight.
TLA, outstanding. So, before I end my lesson, we can't go on like this. We can't go on like a tribal nation, like a backward nation, perpetrating all these evils. Don't be mistaken. Ritualistic killings are perpetrated everywhere. Such religious practices are condoned. Not only in Africa, in America, everywhere in the world where people believe in those kind of practices. They didn't start today. Go read your Bible. Read the Old Testament. People used to throw babies in the fire. People used to sacrifice babies. Go read your Bible. It's in the Bible. It's there for our edification. So we know these things. So when we see them, we don't be surprised by them, but we realize that evil perpetuates itself. Evil grows just as good. If we expect good to grow, what do you expect for evil to do? Sit down? Hell no. Look at all the development in America here. Every time there's a new technology, you got the crooks trying to overturn it, trying to find a way to beat the system. So at that rate, you always got to keep being innovative, finding new ways to block the crooks. And the crooks are there finding new ways to break the system. Whatever system you break, you build, the crooks are there to break it. Because that's their way of making easy money. You know, they got the ability to sit to the computer and play with it, call people, sit to the telephone. It's not easy. That's a job within itself. To be calling people all over the world, trying to scam people. That's work. But some people like that kind of work because they don't have to do anything. They're used to playing with the computer. They're used to playing with the phone. So to them, it's not a work. But to us, we're not used to those kind of things. It's work. If you got to work at 8 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning to sit on the computer to see how to scam people around the world, or to get on the phone calling everybody to scam people. People dropping the phone or you cussing you and you still calling. It's not easy. So anyway you look at it, you got to work. The crooks got to work to beat the system. The system got to work to beat the crooks. But the system has to do more work because the system is being supported by the people. So the people are giving their money to this system to build mechanisms and laws and institutions to overpower the criminals. But when our system is compiled of the criminal itself, what can we do? How can we go forward? The whole shit is turned upside down. Because yeah, we are supposed to have a system to catch the criminals because the criminals are going good and bad, and the criminals are still going good and bad, but in the middle, our officials who's supposed to be the upstanding people are part of the crooked people. So we have a failed system. It's failed. And there's no way we can justify it. There's no way we can say we'll rectify it if we don't take stringent measures, if we don't close our eyes and let justice fall where it may. But as long as we keep our eyes open, we keep being confused about life itself, we can't change our country. We can't find no new path. We're stuck. And we always have the wicked people, man, just pure wicked, killing other people for ritualistic power. And you see your powers, if you don't believe, if you're not practicing religion, if you say you're a Christian, you're not practicing, you're not praying, you're not a practicing Christian, you will fall prey to those kind of things. They're dangerous, man. Those things are dangerous. They work. Don't say they don't work, they work. You think people will cut people's head off for nothing? You think people will be brave enough to go and sacrifice human beings and take their head to another man in the shrine for nothing? What would that man do with that head? What do they do with all the body parts? They do something with it. They don't take it for nothing. So if you're not a practicing Christian and you just think, oh yeah, I'm educated, I don't believe in nothing, I just will walk around, the atheists and all those kind of things. But the atheists are part of the same people. The atheists are just as bad as those people because they don't believe. And to profess not to believe, they want not to believe. No matter what evidence they have, they don't want to believe. You see, because I don't know why. Maybe they feel it's an easy way out, not to believe. You know? And the communists, how good are they? They're still looking for food. You know, everything is not about power and control. Our free will always overpowers everything. Our democracy always wins because it's free will. It's the next thing to Christianity. You know, that was when I said Jesus is the precursor to our democracy because he taught us about separation of the church from state. That's the most essential thing about democracy. Taking the spiritualism out of our law, taking the voodoo and the juju out of our laws, and putting it where they belong, in the shrines. And that's what Jesus did. Jesus said, render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. That means don't screw around and mix your juju with our government, your Christianity with our government, your Islam with our government. Keep it where you want. Keep it where it belongs. Keep it in the mosque. Keep it in the church. Keep it in the shrine. Keep it there. The only thing that enables us to relate to our Christianity or any kind of mystical lifestyle is the principles upon which Liberia was founded. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you, and love your God as yourself. Those are part of democracy. Freedom of religion. There's no separation from our constitution, from our principles upon which Liberia was founded. There's no separation. We must say Christian principles, but when you look down to the nitty-gritty, it's democracy, it's constitutional. It's not, yeah, we say a Christian principle because Jesus is the man who started democracy. It's from Jesus Christ democracy flowed. Separation of church and state. Once he separated that, the ideal will open the flow to our philosophical thinkers, to our political thinkers, because the path has already been set by Jesus. It was religious. It was bound in faith and Christianity. Separate church from state. Don't bring church into state. Don't bring spiritualism into the government. Don't not cut my head because you want to be president. That's the same damn thing. Ritualism. Keep it out of politics. And that's why we're supposed to pursue these people with vengeance to bring them to the law and punish them. Because our law is separated from our religion. We are not Muslim people. We are people under the law. We are Liberian people, and we come under the law. And our law is so expanded that people think it's based on Christianity, but Jesus Christ is the person of democracy, whether we like it or not. So as we sit here and say, no, we can't bring religion into politics. We can't cut people's heads for people to get power. It is wrong. It is unfair to you and me, who are not cutting other people's heads. We're not cutting other people's heads to get power. Why would other people cut people's heads to get power? We're supposed to be stopping these people. That's our inherent duty because it rests on our constitutional responsibility of fairness, justice. You want position? Run for it. You put your hand in duty to kill people for position, you trying to be unfair to me. You trying to deprive me of my pursuit of happiness. You trying to deny me my constitutional rights to fairness. Because if I'm not using juju and you using juju, it's not fair. Juju works. Whether you believe it or not, it works. For us who know the power, it works. That's why we fight against that power. That's why we don't want people bringing ritualism, ritualistic killing and all that thing into our politics. Because who dies? Our system dies. Our system of equality, our system of fairness, our system of justice. How you bring juju into something to overpower me when I'm not bringing juju? I'm falling on my knees and praying to my God for my opportunity, going to church, reading the Bible, sweating the hell every Sunday, drinking all kind of holy water and all kind of things, taking communion to get this one position. And you go around killing people, killing my children, cutting their heads off, using it for juju. And this is what happened when all our people are religious leaders. And this is why Jesus separated church from state. That's why he told us our leaders cannot be pastors. It happened to Toba, and our people didn't learn. Why you think they overthrew Toba? Toba thing was deep into spiritualism and physicalism. Everything was deep with Toba. Toba was a pastor. He was a leader. He was involving himself in shit he wasn't supposed to involve himself in. That's why you can't connect religion and church together, because the leaders may have to do things that our God abhors. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit false witness. Therefore, witness or whatever it is. All the things the government do it. Governments lie, they kill, they bear false witnesses, they cover other people's wives, they just bang everything in the nation, in the world. Governments do that. And that's what we separate state from church. And that's why even Jesus even goes farther. In the religion, we have excusable homicide, justifiable homicide. Why you think they do all those things under the law? Because when you kill for your country, when you kill for your people, it can't be murder. You're not killing for yourself. You're killing for your people. Is it justifiable? Is it excusable? Well, if you think you're doing the right thing, perhaps it is. But this is just to bring all my first lesson down to this point. It is unfair to us. It is unfair to the rest of us who are not using juju, who are not making those kind of sacrifices, human sacrifices, for positions, for us to sit down and allow other people to do it. We all know people commit animal sacrifices. The Bible says yes. But we know when Father Abraham went to kill Isaac, God told him, no. I just was joking. Look, there's the lamb. Use the lamb. So human sacrifice is forbidden. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. And all of this is just to say that if we're going to pass, we're going to go on the right path. We're going to use Christianity, Islam, and all these religious tenets of piety, of goodness, and all of that to justify our laws and our rules. Then we have to understand too that we have to protect ourselves against the misinterpretation of those very things we seek to protect by others who seem to be erudite and smart. So I'm just bringing it down to the nitty-gritty. It's unfair. It's unjust. It's unequal. When people use ritualistic killings in a competition to win, you're trying to shaft me. They're shafting the rest of us. And we need to get them. We need to kill them. We need to put them down and set deterrents that nobody will kill or involve ritualistic, mystical killings and things in our elections. Because when we look at it that way, it's hating us. It's not just somebody looking for power. No. When we look at it as unfair competition, unjust competition, you are in a competition with me and you're using unfair and unjust means to win the competition. I got to stop you. Don't you think so? So it's not only our constitutional rights, it's our human rights, it's our civil rights, it's our personal rights, it's our damn rights. That's my first topic for the day. Let's get it on. Leaders, men and women. Oh Lord, I was listening to news this morning, and I was listening to people talking about, or I was listening to across Africa with Lofa and the people calling in and talking about how all the problems with UP, with Boca, and people are the people around them, Moali, Lobo. You say the people that just yell at people, just say all kind of things to people. But this is the responsibility of leadership. You can't say anything different of Casa and ELP. When Casa gets ready, he goes on a wing too. So you know with other people, everybody joining Liberia. So the parties have no discipline, just as our whole country have no discipline. And that's the problem. Discipline. And everybody want to do what they want to do. No laws. Everybody want to say what they want to say. No rules. I ain't want to go on because I go to the other things, You know, when I start floating, everybody want to bang everything. It's like, oh, that kind of way. I ain't going that way today. I ain't going that way today. So that way it is, man. We got all these boys under the big men that want big roosters. And they're not roosters. And the people scared, Because I must say, I was talking one time, Mo Ali insulted me. Mo Ali and little boys. He was saying something, I said something to him. He made a comment to me on Facebook or something. I said, oh, there's a boy. As soon as that he did that, it didn't take long. He got a little girl pregnant. Bam! So I'm like, oh no, you Juju. But you play with us, bam! You get fired. You see, then you go back, you go bang that again, pregnant. You see? But these are the things. The leaders, men. Can they control their men? Costa, my boy, but I must have the blast Costa yesterday when he be going off the edge. When you were going off the edge with Cummings. I would tell you, I mean, stop that. But Cummings said, I know what's going on with Cummings, man. I know what's going on with Cummings, man. Paying with all the documents and things like that. That is unprofessional. That is totally not right. It's not right. And there's no way we can justify it, because we want leaders in our country that will stand up to make our country better, man. Look how Ellen Johnson messed our country up. Ellen Johnson said we were supposed to make our country better. If Ellen Johnson said we had stayed on course and don't get discouraged, she got discouraged. Ellen Johnson said he got discouraged. Because Liberian people can make you discouraged. But you can't be discouraged. You're the leader. You're the leader. If you can't do the job, step aside. Our country is coming out of war. We don't have time for bullshitters. We got time for leaders. This is no time to pacify people. This is time for us to put our foot down and bring our money back, bring law and order back. We don't have no law and order in our country. You can't come and start pacifying people. This is not time for pacification. This is time for disciplining and jailing and setting our country on the right course. letting people know that the lawlessness of the war era cannot persist during the peace era. And we have not gotten that communication to our people yet because of the leaders, men and women. The leaders, men and women, are like loose cannons. Ellen Johnson never disciplined her people. Instead of disciplining her people, she brought her children, thinking that they would follow her course and be civilized and all of that, and they were the biggest crooks in our nation and need to go to jail still. You know George Weah ain't gonna punish nobody. He ain't know any better. George Weah not educated. What you are expecting all this miracle from this man for? Because they call him, because they call him doctor. You think when they call somebody doctor, that means they will get intelligence? No. We call do all kind of name. We call do CRC, jump water ring, jump all that kind of name we call CRC. Do what happened? He didn't become a genius. And we keep telling them we will not be a genius. So you can keep saying, oh, Joey should do this, Joey ain't gonna do nothing. His vision is limited. When your vision is limited, you can't see further than what you can handle. The man handling what he can handle. His weed, his chick, the banging, men and women, and all the things that all the ball can handle. Why you pushing more on the ball for? You don't want the ball go crazy? The ball can only handle what the ball can handle. And your Christians should know that. Because all the Christians say Jesus will only give you as much as you can handle. So why would Jesus get George Weah more than he can handle? George Weah got enough. He got Claire and her girls. He got his boys and his girls. He got a lodge and the dope. He got it. He got it Rasta music too. One low, low, low. Hey, one low. That's it though. The leaders, men and women, if they're not conscious of their duties and responsibilities, the leader will fail. The leader will fail. It happens time and time again. You can't beat it. Because one man cannot rule a nation. One man cannot carry the ship. You need people with like ideas, with like discipline, with like philosophy. So if they kill Chesson, Casa will step in. They know Casa there. They know you kill Casa, Chesson will step in. They know you kill Chesson, Lobo will step in. They know you kill Lobo, somebody else will step in. Because we are all revolutionaries speaking the same damn shit and telling our government, stop. Enough is enough. We ain't gonna take it no more. And no matter where we are in the world, if we speak with one voice, we act with one voice, we behave with one voice, our people will follow us. But everybody can't be leaders and expect our people to follow us. No. But we need to speak the same damn shit every day. Not wavering in our message. Not faltering. To stand up for what is right and just. And the law. The law is the law. We can't change the damn law. There's no way you can change the law. Thou shalt not kill is thou shalt not damn well kill. You can't change that law. You can't change it. Even if you have mitigating and extenuating circumstances, it's still thou shalt not kill. You still got to go to court to justify yourself, to justify your extenuation or mitigation. And you'll be held accountable just like anybody else until the court find you not guilty. So there's no free will under the law. And if we pay attention to our law, we build ourselves as patriots. We ensure that our leaders and their men and women are just as disciplined as the rest of as they want the rest of us to be. Now you say, I say, do that, and I say, do that. No, they got to maintain the same discipline as they want us to maintain. And that's why we got to check on them just as much as they check on us. And that's why I don't want to work in government. That's why I don't want to work with none of these parties. Because somebody got to speak up, man. I've worked with all these people that corrupt. I've been with all these people. I can't go back to them. I never personally worked with Borka, but I know Joe been there a long time. I know Joe personally. Joe may not be tainted, but the system is damn well tainted. And there's no way one man who is that old would change the whole system. I'm not saying Joe is not a right leader for us. Don't get me wrong. But it's not a one-man effort. If we sit down here and say, oh, when Joe Walker get it, Liberia will change. Liberia going to change. You see how I sit down here, I watch Banana Ure. I check him right there. I say, Banana Ure, I know you behind Walker, you want to control Walker. I know what Banana was doing. I checked him right there. I checked Casa too. Because Casa may not know what Banana is trying to get him to do. But I know it. I can see the game. That's why my hand not in none of that thing. I've been in the seat and lie. Excuse me. I've been in the deceit and lies for too long. I live with it. I ate it. I slept it. I drank it. I fought it. Pissed it. Too long. So as soon as I started the deceitfulness, I know it right away. I know it right away. I hit it on the head. And that's why I told Banana, I said, Banana, you the same people the U.S. government talking about. Stay away from Boca. Because Boca got to lead this nation. We got to make sure that somebody can stand with a team of people that know what they're doing. With a team of men and women that have the same vision, that have the same dream, and not going there to say, oh, when we get there, we'll do this to you. No, that's not what we're going there for. We're going there to implement the law, the rule of law. That's all. No vengeance. We ain't chasing after nobody. But we know y'all. We know y'all. But we'll catch you and do what you're under the law. But all I'm saying, we can't be running behind these people. Because these people sitting out here thinking that and the government come to ask them for their money back, they will run to court. There will be a long battle. It will not happen. I got a lawyer. I got this bullshit. Let Chesson take over this thing, please. Let Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson take over this thing because I know what to do. I know what to do. I will squeeze their good ass. When I finish squeezing that thing, you think they would talk? They would be able to say, oh, we're going to get a lawyer. We're going. I bet you now one person will call a lawyer name. Now one person will say they won't go to court. Or they will say, Chesson, let's negotiate. Damn right, I don't want to hear. Because I'm the man. Not boasting. Not bragging. Not bullshitting. Just telling the truth as it is. Telling the truth shall set you free. I know the truth. I know the truth. I know the truth shall set me free. I don't bullshit. Not by sight. Because there's no way we can negotiate with these people. Look at our country. Our country is a land of thieves. Prevalent. Nothing but rogues. I mean, our country has got to the point now, if the pimping boys can start killing you for $1,000 a head, man, our country is terrible now, man. Nobody's safe. Now look at all the shooting going on. They just shot David Mayer. There we hear our own war crimes court, man. Alan White. They talking about him. He's talking about the Baga. You know, man. You know, when you play with Liberian people too much, you get that corruption get rubbed off on you. Nobody going to jail in Liberia, and these people knocking hands and rubbing elbows with these people, they corrupt. Nobody tell me something wrong. I know my people. Liberian people, not stupid people. The way I watch my people with Hawkeye. I'm a political scientist. And my job to study my people's behavior. I know my people's behavior. I know their political behavior. That's the only school I want to. That's the only school I got a degree for. University of Liberia, Cotton University College. So I know my people. I'm an educated Liberian man from the University of Liberia. I'm the real educated Liberian man. I know my people. I know my people. They all want ready to stomp them. I will stomp them. I don't back down because I know them. You're going to tell me about Liberian people? I'm my people. What else I was educated? I got no other education. You look at all my degrees, University of Liberia, Cotton University College, and everything Liberia. What else I know? So when I sit down and listen to my people talking shit, I gotta go look in the dictionary. I gotta go look for advice. I gotta creep under the bed and go look for in the box for some interpretation. I know just what they're doing. I just sit now looking at them behaving. That was when I'm ready for them. I jump in the shit. I don't hide from them because I know my people. I know how to behave. And it got to change. It's got to change. Shit got to change. We can't go on into the new millennium behaving the way we're behaving and expecting our country to change. We would be just like this, a damn third world nation. We can't continue with this. If we got dreams of being a better nation and better people, we ain't gonna be like King on John, having weapons and things like that to combat other people. No. Those are people who are not sure of themselves. We are sure ourselves. We believe. Believe. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. Believe. Nothing. When you believe in your God and believe in yourself, nothing is damn well impossible. Everything is possible. But you can't dwell on hate. You can't dwell on revenge. Those are things that put you down. Those are baggages. No. You see, that when I listen to people who are Christians and they're talking about, I'll put my religion aside. You piss me. If you put your religion aside, you're not a Christian. You're never a Christian. You talk about put your religion aside. If Jesus did that to you, will you be living today? You think when you put your religion, every time I hear people talk over that thing, I want to slap them backwards and forward and tell them to get out of my house. Put your religion aside. For what? To fight somebody? Why is the person stronger than you? Why is the person juju stronger than you? You don't know what kind of strength the person got. You just put shit away. The person depending on that juju, and you will put your Christ away to go fight somebody. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Believe. You gotta believe. The whole world is a matrix. We in his hand. You saw the matrix? That's what the world is. The aliens, just numbers. He's got the whole world in his hands. We just being pulled like strings. That's why you gotta have faith. You gotta have strong faith. You want to practice juju, practice your juju. Don't mix it with Christianity, you fail. You want to practice your Christianity, practice it. Don't mix it with juju, you fail. You can't do both. You gotta choose one. You gotta choose one. Because in the end, you will pay. Whichever one you pay, you choose, you will pay. Whichever one you choose, you will pay. There is no escaping. You can't say, I will do this, God, I will escape and get war free. You can't do it. So choose right and understand. As Liberians, we have responsibilities. And then sooner or later, we understand what our responsibilities are. The better it is for us. We have to check on everybody in our society, not on our leaders. Our leaders, men and women, must be disciplined and accountable for their actions. They must be held accountable. And if our leaders are incapable of restraining their people, of disciplining their people, of punishing their people, they got a problem with us. So we got to understand. And it's true, people talking about it. We must talk about the leaders, men. Are the leaders men competent, disciplined, forthright, trustworthy, honest, patriots? Are they? In the cause of the people, the struggle continues. Cause of the people. Rest for the struggle. You know, there's supposed to be a short version of my lesson today. This was just supposed to be a 20 minutes lesson. Then I did my show, and I was going to call it quits. But since my show not coming on, I had to take the whole thing and make a long version and just stretch it out. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's in the game. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. No rest for the struggle. You know, I got a friend every time. I call my sister, I say, she come and say, "Rodney, how you doing?" I say, "Yeah, struggle continue." "Oh, I don't like to hear that, man. But you like to be talking about struggle. You are not struggle now, man. You're not supposed to be telling." I said, "Sister, the struggle continues." Who are the struggle? Am I a millionaire? Do I look like Donald Trump? Do I want to be Donald Trump? No. I'm just a poor honest man. I'm just a poor honest man trying to make my way. Trying to make my way. I just want to remind you about that videotape. Me and my wife look over it, but it was early this morning. I just got through it. So I put 126 into the 926. I got to go back and correct that. So that was the only mistake. I usually go through all I didn't want. You can't get this thing correct, man. You got to have 2, 3 people look at these videos. Sometimes I used to watch a Nigerian movie. I see the people spelling wrong and things like that. I said, man, these guys can spell. It's difficult. You need proofreaders. I do all my videos. My wife comes, she review it. I review it 2 times. Sometimes everything in your head, your mind going faster than you're reading. You pass things, man. How would I put 126 and we're in 926? Damn. You see, like bro, they juju. Oh, the bro juju me. I put 1 instead of 9. Check out. Hellfire. Holy Ghost fire. But that was it. So let's go back to my lesson. The struggle never ends. The struggle never ends. I told you in the beginning of my lesson, the more we invent things, the more the crooks try to find ways to bring it back down, to break it down. Because the crooks don't control the money. The government control the money. The crooks want the money. The government not letting them get the money. The crook want to get the money. The government not letting them get the money. How they gonna get the money? The government said no. The crook said yes. So this is what we want. The struggle never ends. The more we invent something to safeguard our society, the more Junior Al Capone out there and Junior Frank Nitty and all the boys there trying to break into the team. Try to use new methods to break the system. So the struggle never ends. Look at with us. All the shit we've been through for 400 years. Or rich, useless man like Donald Trump just come there and using Mitch McConnell and all the other guys to send us back into the 1960s. You believe that craziness? This struggle never ends. As soon as you lay your head down to rest, you think you're comfortable, Donald Trump appear. Da, 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 da. Lucifer. I am Lucifer. He appears. Junior Lucifer. The struggle never stops. Too many greedy people up there. Too many greedy people. It will never stop. Everybody think they can make a buck here and there. It will not stop. Never put your guard down. I think you so safe the struggle has stopped. No. The struggle cannot stop. As long as there are crooks, as long as there are murderers, as long as people want to get shit free that they don't work for, the struggle can't stop. You know, own families. How many families in Liberia got deeds? Y'all don't even know about. One family got the deed, everybody. Baba Joe got all the deed, man. He just holding all the deed. Oh, everybody just going crazy because one person got all the deeds. You can't do that. That's stealing. That's stealing. The property not for you. Why you hanging on to the deed? Why y'all want to steal them when you look? They're building houses on the family property. They're building things on the property, selling the land. And the shit don't belong to you. Why you gotta do that? And the biggest problem is like your family-owned property. That's the biggest shit. You get one rooster or one big hen, thinking that they can bark and hook and do everything, and they start stealing everything. That's what we need, land reform. We need every damn deed in Liberia to be documented. Let everybody know what they got, what the family got. We need to strengthen our archives. Get a damn new archive and make sure our records are up to date. Any coup, any war, nobody will touch the damn archives. That would be one of the most protected places in our country because we would kill each other for properties. We would have killed each other for properties. And that's why I ain't coming home right now because what I go home for? To be killed for property? Useless property? Nobody doing nothing with property. Everybody just stealing. Steal. Is it worth it? So we can't rest. We see our own families stealing from each other, killing each other, lying on each other, betraying each other, locking each other up, doing everything to each other for money and property and ignorance, immaturity, stupidity. How will the struggle end? And we got to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. My people, my lesson done. I'm out of here. I gotta go fix that video. I will take that video down, put the right date. It will soon be up, then I will spread it around. If you all notice, I haven't been on Facebook lately. That young lady, immature boy called Mike Zuckerberg, and his system suspended me. So I just waited until the time came before I come back on. I know what the immature people like to do that shit for. Because you're running this shit. Huh? That boy don't even know what he's doing with the Facebook. He confused. Now the federal government will put a boot in your butt. You can't mess with me. Yeah. Idiot. The time of the people is your my people. Hanging, we hanging. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me go fix that video. I'll soon circulate it. All right.